Hey everybody, it's Patrick here again, and tonight I'm going to be unboxing some new Amiibo. Now, all five of these are based on the Zelda Breath of the Wild game that just came out for the Switch and also for the Wii U. First up, I'm going to start off with Zelda. So, let's see, we've had several Zeldas released in the Amiibo line so far. And the nice thing from what I've heard, especially for someone like me who's collected them all so far, according to my friend Tyler, if you actually use those specific amiibo in the game, they all do something different. So that's kind of cool because sometimes you get them and it's nice to have them, but they don't necessarily have like a different function in between the different versions. So that's kind of cool. These were a little bit more expensive. Basically, I believe these are about $15.99, $16.99 each, as opposed to the regular $12.99, $13.99 you'll see. Great figure. That the little sorry, as I go above the screen here, but the little bit extra money definitely shows. I mean, I can just tell that every one of these is going to be amazing. Great pose. I mean, the detail is insane on this one. Her hair is great. You know, boots are great, pants are great. Um, I often say this on these Amiibo videos, but just the little details like her little fingers and like in her ribs and stuff. Very cool, very detailed. So up next we've got two different Links. This is the Link Rider figure. Of course, back at E3, I believe it was last year or 2 years ago. Of course, we had that trailer that everyone just went nuts over. Where you get to see Link, jump off, and he's got the archer thing, which is actually the next one. But I believe in that one he was riding around in a horse of some kind. I don't think this is Epona. I think this is a different horse, but nonetheless, it's still cool. And man, this is awesome. So this reminds me a lot of like Assassin's Creed. I mean, obviously the hood and stuff, but also just like the attire. So kind of interesting that Nintendo would do that, but man, this is once again. I'm really glad that they put these out because with the Switch, not everyone knew if they were really going to keep the amiibos going, which obviously they did. So that is a great thing. And as previously mentioned, this is the Link Archer figure. I haven't had a chance to play Breath of the Wild yet. I'm kind of holding off on buying a Switch. We've got so many Wii U games I have to play yet. And I sort of like the Wii U because I'm also able to play the Wii games on there. So it's kind of something where I'll get it eventually, but it's not something that's like I have to have it right away. And I think personally, there's actually one of those little twisty things I can. But anyway, I think personally before I get a a Switch, I'm probably gonna get a better TV because the TV I have now is fine. It's 720p, upscales to 1080p, and I've really never noticed anything like that bad about it. But like I mentioned, my friend Tyler earlier, he actually got the same TV as I did. Around the same time, but then he actually upgraded to, I don't know if it's 4K or if it's 1080p, but you can really tell the difference. At least I can. So I think I'd probably get something like that before I would actually end up getting a Switch, just to sort of have the full kind of experience of it. But anyway, kind of getting off topic here, this is the Link Archer figure. Once again, this is an awesome thing. And the cloud is awesome, or whatever this is supposed to be here. A little kind of like almost like cartoony thing. Hair is awesome. I mean, of all the what seems like we've had about 100 Mew really so far, these are definitely some of my favorite. So up next we have the Bokoblin enemies in the game. Just kind of a generic sort of grunt enemy, but these are kind of in a way sort of a reworking of several different types of enemies they've had throughout the series. And as I open this, I guess what I was trying to say with the whole Switch Wii U thing is I haven't had a chance to play it. I do plan on purchasing the Wii U version at some point. Get some Amiibo functionality out there. Get a taste of what the game is like. I've heard it's pretty much the same game. Um, Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more inferior to the Switch version. But anyway, um, man, this is awesome. I'm just blown away by these figures. I mean, they're so good, and wow, there's the detail. I mean, like I said, a lot of people are kind of skeptical and stuff of why are you paying more. Well, once you see this in person, you see why you're paying more. And now, this is the one that I didn't think I was going to be able to get. And once you see it, you'll know why. Because this is a huge amiibo. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that's even been close to this big was the giant Yoshi, Yarn Yoshi, which is also extremely hard to get. There have been some pretty big ones, but they've mostly been like in bundles and stuff like that. But anyway, this is for the Guardian. And yeah, this is a huge, huge amiibo. So let's take a look at this one. So this one was $20, which, I mean, that's, honestly, it's a great deal. I mean, like I said, you get the detail and this humongous figure, which is also opposable, which most amiibos are kind of blatantly not posable, but this may take a bit to unbox just because it's got this kind of weird design on here, but that's what kind of what you can see here. Alright. Interesting little like base piece here, but it actually comes off fairly easy. And okay, so it's basically just a very large version of your standard amiibo. It's just a bit different, but wow. Look at this thing. You know, this reminds me of the enemy from let's see, I can't remember off the top of my head, but actually from the original game up until like Ocarina of Time and beyond. I wonder if this thing comes off. I don't think it does, but the ones that were sort of similar, and they would just sort of, you know, spin around and fly out. But this is obviously a new version of that kind of. Man, details on this are nuts. And yeah, there's little I don't know what you'd call these, not tentacles, but I don't know, arms, something. Very posable, so that is awesome. So there you have it. There's the new 5 amiibos from Breath of the Wild. I'm hoping to pick up the Wii U version. Like I said, the Switch is going to be kind of in the future sometime. Like I said, I've got so many, countless games for Wii U I still have to play. So, but anyways, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you guys, if you have been playing Breath of the Wild, have been enjoying it. I've heard it's one of the best games in the series. Also, one of the hardest games in the series. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for me. So, until next time, have a great one.